We made it basically to the trailhead.
Hi, Bonnie.
And look at this view down. Oh, wow. Good morning, everybody. We have just left our hotel and we're headed to on our way towards Austria, but today we're going to be driving up through these mountains here you see all around me and getting some stuff along the way on our way to Austria. So here we are at Lake Misurina, I believe. And it seems to be pretty closed down at this point. There's, hotel, so post office, bar, souvenir cafe, another hotel, pizzeria, hotel, restaurant, hotel. So obviously a tourist destination. You can see here there is some ski lifts up that are not running right now because there's not quite enough snow anymore. So looks like a sleepy little town right now, but it's just kind of between seasons. I'm sure in the summer lots of people like us will be passing through, a lot of motorcyclists and just people looking for a good view, because I mean this is a great view here. I can't ask for much more. So we're just going to continue on up. Today the big thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Tre Cime I think it's Di Lavaredo or something like that. Future Kyle put it up here. Basically it's like a mountain with like 3 peaks. I think the Tre Cime means 3 picks, I guess. That's what it said when I Google translated it, 3 picks. So we're gonna go there, probably do a short hike. Right now it is a little bit cold. I think the car said it was about 5 degrees, which is why Rebecca is sitting in the car right now, enjoying the view from the parking lot. So 5 degrees, I think my phone said it was about 37. So it's a little chilly. It's not windy, so that makes it not so bad. I don't need a hat right now. I don't need gloves. It's just a little chilly. It is the middle of May, and I guess they said it's a little chillier than it normally is. I've been watching the weather and talking to people, and say normally it's just a little bit warmer than this time of year. So they also had a lot of rain and clouds come through, which they also said is not typical. I even saw on the news that the city of Ravenna, south of Venice, is like flooded. It's showing like chest high water and stuff, people walking through. So lots of rain in Italy this time of year. I don't know if it's just because it was just a lucky year where they got a lot of rain or what, but so we're gonna go ahead, enjoy this view for a little bit, and then we're gonna continue on to Tre Cime and maybe go on a short little hike there and show you some pretty awesome views. So stay with us. Well, we've had a bit of a change of plans.
Well, not really change of plans, just change of transportation.
Yeah, so we got to this lake up here, we were driving up to the hike here, and the road is still closed. So we're gonna have to hike the road there. We were hoping that we were gonna be able, because normally when I guess the road is clear, you can just drive right up to the trailhead and hike as far as you want. Could be a mile, could be a half mile, and just see it. So we're just thinking we're gonna get this little hike in, see the mountains, just enjoy the view. Instead, we've been stopped here at the lake about 3.3? No, it's how many?
5.5.
5.5 kilometers, which is like 3.3 miles, 3.5 miles. So we've got a 3-mile hike up, 3-mile hike back. So a little bit more than we were planning on, but we're not the only ones. There's plenty of other cars have been pulling up, and yeah, there's one right now turning around. People with funny looks on their faces, trying to figure out what they're gonna do, since they can't drive all the way up. You know, are you gonna hike or are you not? Luckily, like I was saying before, it says it's about 5 degrees Celsius, 37 to 40 Fahrenheit. There's no wind at all, and this person here doesn't do very well with cold.
Don't worry, I got a sweatshirt, a sweater, a raincoat, and then I have 2 airplane blankets in my bag just in case.
So she's got her layers, but like my ears are probably going to be just fine. My hands feel just fine. With no wind, we'll be okay. And now, once we get up there, because I think there's going to be quite a bit of elevation, it may get a little cold. So, but good thing is it is about 9 a.m.
Sunny.
It is sunny. There is barely a cloud in the sky, just some light poofers everywhere, and we don't really have anything else the rest of the day but a 2.5 to 3 hour drive to our next destination in Austria. So 3 miles up, 3 miles back down, walking. It's going to be a bit of a hike, but we've got plenty of time to do it, so that's okay. That's a good thing we had the time that we have. So we'll go ahead and enjoy this nice long hike, and we'll get some nice views at the end, I promise, hopefully. Okay, so we're getting close to halfway up. We've hiked about 2.5 kilometers. So that's 1.5 or so, 1.75 miles. We got about 3 kilometers left. So we're getting there. The first,
I've lost 2 layers.
yeah, it's getting hot, so I've unzipped my jacket. She's taking 2 layers off because we're getting a little hot from the hike. It was a little bit of a downhill at the start, and it's been uphill ever since. And I think it's just gonna be more and more and more uphill as we go. So I guess the good news is the way back is gonna be almost entirely downhill. We're on a bit of a straightaway. It's just this light uphill that you probably can't tell, but it is uphill. So it's all road, which is pretty nice. We both got tennis shoes on, so we're pretty comfortable. We stopped one time just to take some layers off, take a quick breather. We got plenty of snacks. I got 2 bottles of water,
I got one.
You got a bottle of water. So, got plenty of water. We're just gonna push ourselves a little bit. Probably take a break up here a little further and take our breaks as we get closer and closer, because we may not need many, if any, breaks on the way back, because it's just going to be this nice downhill, unless the front of our legs get sore from the downhill. I don't know, we will see. So we're making our way to Tre Cime, getting some great views the whole way. You know, very light clouds, as you can see. Not like it was 2 days ago or even yesterday. So just some great views up the mountain. We've seen a handful of bikers and a few working vehicles, and then we've seen some guys, not this fence here, but they were putting up some fencing down below from the truck that says something about pasture and nature services. So I think they must do what they do in Switzerland. In the spring, they bring the cattle up into the mountains and pasture them up here in the mountains, because they're putting up pasture fence to keep them off the roads here. So I know they do that in Switzerland famously. I did not know, makes sense, but I did not know they did that in Italy. But it makes sense that they would also do it on the other side of the mountains. So we're going to continue up with our hike, and I'll check in with you a little bit when we get closer to our destination. Well, we're hiking for a bit. We got to a point here, there's a lot of uphill. You can see switchback, 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 switchback. There's a switchback down there too. A bunch of switchbacks. So we've made a lot of elevation. You can see people on the roads now behind us. They were actually down here off of the slope here, hanging out. I guess there's a bit of a hiking trail, and they've been hanging out at this rock at the bottom. You can see a few people down there right now, and they've been cutting it back across. So I don't know if they're just checking out the snow or if there's something there special. I don't know. Maybe we'll ask some people when we get up here. But we're getting to the closing bits here. We got, according to Google, 1.2 kilometers, so less than a mile. And it says, let me see, it estimates the time at about 25 minutes. So we're getting there. Should be getting some views after this next hairpin or two. We're getting some heavier snow up here. We're still not really that cold because of the hike. Just trying to keep from sweating too much as we go. So stay with us here. We're gonna continue up here, get this hike done, and we're gonna get some monster views. I know it. I know it. It's a little more cloud cover than it was earlier, but I think we're still gonna get some monster views up here. Okay, last push, here we go. We made it basically to the trailhead.
Hi, going.
And look at this view down. Oh, wow. Well, more cloud cover than we were hoping for, but worth the views for sure. Wow. And we're not the only crazy ones up here. Look at this. So there's the trail there. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Kind of right here somewhere. It's a trail across. A little shack out here somewhere. And then it goes just along Tre Cime's here. So we're gonna take in some views here for a minute, and I'll get back to you in a second with our plan. Okay, so we made it to the trailhead and we decided that's enough. The clouds have rolled in, unfortunately, since this morning. So, I mean, we can hike out. It is clear, but we're not going to see anything more than we already have seen from here. Just a little closer, I guess. But that was it's a long hike up, 3.5 miles, 5.5 or so kilometers. So it looks like the road, everything is clear. There's the parking lots you can see are mostly clear. So we could have, they just don't have it open yet, driven all the way up. So just a reminder. So we are here on the, I think it's the 17th or the 18th of May, is a weekday. There's a lot of workers up here. You can see there's a couple cars up here. Got some bike fixing services here. So I think they are opening soon. I just don't know how soon. Seemed like most stuff was opening in June, but this seems to be getting closer to being open than closed. So here at the trailhead, we are at 2,300 meters. So quite high. We have lots of birds here. Lots of hikers. There's actually some people hiking out on the snow all the way out there. So there's quite a bit of hikers here today. I'm sure there'd be more if you could actually drive up here. Try to get out of the way of people's pictures. Let's take pictures of the birdies. So I believe that is the Tre Cime there. If my Google mapping is correct. And that town down there, as best I can tell, I saw it here on the map. Excuse my camera work. I think it was Sesto and Moso or something, best I can tell. So I don't know what these peaks are here, but those should be the Tre Cimes. Oh, birdie friend. Hello, birdie friend. They seem to get fed or something around here because they kind of hang around the people. And I saw a box of cereal somebody dumped over here. Yeah, that they're picking away at. So, okay, I think this is about the last little bits of our enjoying of the top. And we're gonna go ahead and finish the hike back down. Hopefully a little less stressful on the way down, because it is a long hike. Let's see if Rebecca's ready to go. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. And we have made it back to the town. So, beautiful hike. How long did that take us about?
Just under 3 hours.
So about 3 hours. It was a hike on the way up. The way down, it was mostly, you know, managing your knees, because it's steep all the way down. Made a little bit better time on the way back, but not too bad. It gets cold up there, and right now I think it's about 50 degrees. I don't know what that is in Celsius, maybe like 15. But look at the views here, amazing. So I'm gonna end the video here in our time here in the Italian Alps Dolomites region. So if you like the video, hit the like button now, comment, tell us what you thought, what we missed, what I mispronounced, whatever. You know, just say, hey, we enjoyed the video. Tell us that. That always means a lot to us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. We've got plenty more coming here from Europe and everywhere else we go. Until then, we'll see you in the next one.